This is question number 8 of quiz 9 for chapter 8. If the inverse demand function for toasters is P equals 65 minus Q, what is the consumer surplus if price is $30? So I find this kind of question is very helpful to draw a chart. So let me do it here. So let me put down this. And so the vertical axis is the price, and the horizontal axis, that's the quantity. And there, the inverse demand function, that's P equals 65 minus Q. Yes. So putting this inverse demand function into this graph, it's first it's a linear function, so it's graphically speaking that should be a straight line. And so for a straight line, once we can pinpoint 2 points on this line, then we can draw this line. So to choose these 2 points, the first point I choose is when Q equals 0. So that's on the vertical axis. So when Q equals 0, P equals 65. So that's my first point. This is 65. And the second point I choose is on the horizontal axis when P equals 0. So when P equals 0, we can solve out Q to be also 65. So this is 65. And this is 65. So once you connect these 2 lines, these 2 points, and that's our demand function D. And the question is asking when price equals 30. So 30 should be somewhere in the middle. So let's see, it should be somewhere here. Okay. Okay, so this is 30. This is 30. So the price is here. So the consumer surplus is the area between the demand function and the price. That's the definition. So in terms of graph, this is basically this area here, this triangle area. So for triangle area, if we want to calculate the area of this triangle, we just need to find out what is this length and what is this height. The height here might be easier to find because the price is 30, and as we said, the point on the vertical axis here is 65, so their difference is the height, and that's 35. That's easy to see. And what about this length here? So to find out the length, we note first this point is on the demand curve, and the price on this demand curve is 30. So to find out the length, we just need to find out the quantity here when the price equals 30, right? So that's the same. So the quantity when the price equals 30 should be 35, right? Because when 65 minus 35, that's 30. So Q equals 35. So both the length and the height are 35, and the triangle area should just be this is consumer surplus. Consumer surplus should equal to 35 times 35 divided by 2. Right? So if we pull out our calculator, 35 times 35 divided by 2, so that's 612.5. So it's 612.5. So now let's check whether we got this answer right. So the question asks around you answer to 2 decimal places. So we can write this to be 5 or 50. So check answer. The input is correct. So this example, I just want to show you how to calculate consumer surplus, especially when the graph is not given, but just the function. But you can just draw the graph yourself on a chart, and that can help you to understand how to calculate the consumer surplus.